Welcome students. In the last class, I think we have been discussing about the male reproductive system. So in that we finished most of the important parts and points. Let us see the bulbourethral gland function. BBLBO, bulbo, bulbourethral gland. What is their function? So in order to explain this, once again, I have to draw this diagram again sagittarily. Or let us do one thing. Let us try to imagine this as this total stack of one side. And imagine this as this total stack of this total stack. Where inside this, imagine this is our, and as you know, muscular organ, the copulatory organ, in the enlarged end is nothing but the gland function. Already we have seen this, right? Now you observe so this is an area done. And similarly, this is an area. Okay. So one, two epidermis. Two epidermis are present. The two epidermis merge with the seminal vesicle, right? The two seminal vesicles should be present here. So this is one seminal vesicle. And this has another seminal vesicle. Like these two seminal vesicles are present. And now here I will represent the urethra. Imagine this as urethra. Already I explained, I have represented the side view. Just I want to show you the bulbourethral gland. That is the reason why I am representing this diagram roughly. And prostate gland I have to represent. So this is the prostate gland present. Only one prostate gland. Only one prostate gland is present. Okay. And beneath the prostate gland, here you can see this is one bulbourethral gland. This is another bulbourethral. That is the point or part that I want to represent. That's the reason why I am trying to represent this diagram. Okay, so this is an area. Imagine here comes the bladder, urinary bladder, and this part is not required for me now. See, this is the ventral view. In this ventral view, the part, just remember these parts. Once again, see here, imagine this as the testis, and inside the testis, these are the testicular lobules. And inside the testicular lobules, these are seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous. And all the seminiferous tubules opens into retitest. This is retitest. Right? And the retitest opens into vasa efferentia. These are vasa efferentia. Right? And now the vasa efferentia opens into epididymis. This has epididymis. And now the epididymis takes a turn. Let's take different color. Red. Now this has vasa. This has the vasa. This is the vas difference. So both are same. This is vas difference and this is. Now, please try to understand this diagram. Sperm pathway. If you observe this sperm pathway, inside the testis, seminiferous tubules are present. Seminiferous tubules are present. Seminiferous tubules opens into blue color. Retitestis, RET, testis. Pt testis opens into green color. Vasa differentia. You have to write along with me without seeing. Vasa differentia opens into this brown color one. Epididymis. Epididys. Epididymis. Epididymis opens into red color. Vas difference. Vasa differentia. Was the difference is singular. Vasa differentia. Plural. As I have written Vasa differentia here, I have represented Vasa differentia. Was difference. And now the green color one, seminal vesicle combinedly forms duct. What is that? What is the duct? Ejaculatory duct. So that's one ejaculatory duct. Let me write here. Was difference opens into, along with the seminal vesicle, it forms ejaculatory duct. I will write here EJACULATORY, ejaculatory duct. And now the ejaculatory duct opens into central one. What is this? Ejaculatory duct opens into central part called urethra. URETHRA. Urethra finally opens outside through opening. Urethral meatus is nothing but opening. So seminiferous tubule or testis, vasa differentia, epididymis, that's it here. That is the sperm pathway, which is very important in the examination. And now, my dear friends, see here. See here, was difference. Everyone, please see the board. This is was difference, right? This is was difference. Similarly, number of blood vessels are present. Imagine these are the arteries, and similarly, I will represent the dark blue. Imagine these are the veins, and after that, I will take the yellow color. Imagine these are the lymph vessels, and in addition to that, I will take the white color nerves. These are nerves. So many structures are filed together, twisted together, forming a cord. And what is this cord? This cord is called spermatic cord. SPERMATIC. Spermatic cord. So what is spermatic cord? Spermatic cord is nothing but an area where number one, was the difference is present. Number two, blood vessels are present. In the blood vessels, arteries are present and also veins are present. And lymph vessels are also present. Number four, nerves are also present. All combinedly form as a bundle, and that bundle is called spermatic cord. Where this spermatic cord is present, there you can see one canal. My dear friends, see, this is one canal. So దారిలో కనిపిస్తున్నాయి ఇవన్నీ ఒక ట్యూబ్ లో కనిపిస్తున్నాయి, and that is called, that canal is called INGUINAL, inguinal canal. That canal is called inguinal canal. Is that canal? That is inguinal canal. A pathway, it కూడా ఉంటుంది ఆ pathway, సేమ్ అలాగే ఇక్కడ కూడా ఉంటుంది. So this is inguinal canal. Inside the inguinal canal, spermatic cord is present. Spermatic cord is not a single rod. Spermatic cord is a structure of all these. So అందుకనే imagine there is a rope and one stone. The rope is nothing but the spermatic cord, and that stone is nothing but the testis. See, I have made that rope to pass through one tube. That tube is inguinal canal. Tube is inguinal canal. Inside that inguinal canal, spermatic cord is present, and the spermatic cord is attached to this testis. Okay, and here, if you observe the bottom side, there is a tissue present here which helps in holding the testis in the bottom side or from the bottom. And this tissue is called GUBRNACULGM. It is called gubernaculum. So what is gubernaculum? GUBERNACULUM. What is gubernaculum? Gubernaculum is nothing but a cord of tissue. That's nothing but a cord of tissue. It helps in holding the testis at the bottom. It helps in holding the testis at the bottom. So this is holding the tissue or testis at the bottom, and this is holding the tissue at the top end, like that. Structures are present. Okay, beautiful slide here. Brilliant. Superb. And this is the sperm pathway, my dear friends. Very important in the examination point of view. Previously, so many questions, so many times the questions have been repeated here. Sperm pathway is very important. Okay, sperm pathway is very important. Then, and now see here, these are bulb urethral lens. This one, B, U, G, bulb urethral lens. Now I have to explain that bulb urethral. My dear friends, see this bulb urethral gland releases some secretion. Okay. The secretion lines this urethra. And one more thing, see here, these are ureters. So urine is also coming in the same direction. And sperms also should come in the same direction. Okay, both urine and sperms won't come at a time. There is a story, all or none law, one principle will be there, I will explain later. So now the urine is coming in this direction. Imagine just a few minutes back person underwent urination. So there may be a chance of having the urea deposition in this pathway. So if the sperms also coming in this pathway after certain period of time, sperm cells may damage. Why? Because already urea is there. So because of having the urea which is attached to the wall, that attached urea may damage the sperm path. That is the reason why these bulb urethral glands are releasing some secretions which are washing the urinary residue in the walls of urethra. It is washing the urinary tract. It is washing this pathway. It is cleaning. It is cleaning. You know, something like a minister or a chief minister is coming. The police people will be there to clear the pathway. Right? Like that, this bulb urethral glands are releasing some secretions, and those secretions, the main function is to lubricate the pathway, so that the sperms will move so easily. So washes out the urinary residue. Let me write here. What is the function of bulb urethral gland? Means bulb urethral glands also called bulbourethral gland, also called Cowper's gland. Cowpr apostrophe. Cowper's. What is their function? How many? There are two in number. There are two in number. What is their function? What they are doing? Bulb urethral gland function: lubrication. Lubrication. Lubrication means simply easy passage. Help the sperms to easy. Help the sperms for the easy pathway. So easy movement of sperm. Easy movement of sperm. Easy movement of sperms is possible because of this bulb urethral glands. So washes out urinary, washes the urinary residue. Washes the urinary residue. That is their function. They washes the urinary residue. Bulb urethral gland function or Cowper's glands, they are two in number. Where they are present? They are present just beneath the prostate or below the prostate. Below the prostate gland. So in the examination, you will be asked which of the following glands provides the lubrication. Lubrication, this word is very important. Lubrication is promoted by bulb urethral gland. This is one question. The second question is sperm pathway. It's a very important question, sperm pathway. And another important thing, starting from this RITI. What is this blue color RITI? RITI test. So here I can put heading like these are called accessory glands. Starting from repeat testes, you can call them as an ACCESSORY. Accessory duct or gland. Mean duct. Axillary duct. Axillary means additional. So these are all additional ducts which helpful for the easy passage of this sperm. And what is the basic function of epididymis? Epididymis basically it helps in storage of sperm. Storage of sperm cells. It is also helpful for maturation of sperm cells. MATURATIO. Helpful for maturation of sperm. Storage of sperm cells and maturation of the sperm cells is provided by the epididymis. Okay, so axillary duct, repeat testis, axillary duct. Starting from the repeat testis, you can consider as an axillary duct. That is the third question. This is the third question, axillary duct. Number 4, function of epididymis. Number 5, spermatic cord present in the canal is 6th one. And then this gubernaculum, some of these points are not mentioned in CBSE textbook. Okay, that's all about the axillary glands. Already I discussed seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicles are 2 in number. Already I discussed the prostate gland. Prostate gland is 1 in number. Today I have explained the bulbar glands, which are 2 in number. And all these secretions, along with all these secretions, actually called seminal plasma. The secretions are called seminal, S-E-M-I-N-A-L, seminal plasma. Okay, along with the sperms, now I am using the word. This is the word I am going to use now. Semen. S-E-M-E-N. So the secretion, seminal plasma is nothing but the secretions produced by a gland. Those glands means seminal vesicle, prostate gland, bulbar gland. Okay, and the semen. Semen contains so many components. Like, let me write here, semen. S-U-M-E-N. Semen. Semen contains fructose. F-E-R-U-C-T-O-S-E. Fructose, calcium, and certain enzyme. C-R-T-A-I-N. Certain. E-N-Z-Y-M-E. Certain enzyme. Fructose, calcium, and certain enzymes. This is the previous question. Fructose, calcium, and certain enzymes. See, here I will add one more star, one more previous question here. What is that one more previous question? Fructose acts as a main energy source outside the body. Very important point in the examination. Fructose acts as main energy source for the sperm cell, for sperm outside the body of male. So sperms fructose acts as a main energy source for the sperm cells outside the body. Okay, and here I will add one important question. Previously, one question asked in the examination: which of the following FOREI? See, actually, in forensic medicine, one question was asked. Actually, forensic medicine means don't think in MBBS they asked it. No. In previously, one question recollect in this context. Which of the following is used as an indicator of sexual assault in forensic examination? That was the question asked. Once again, which of the following is a main key indicator of sexual assault in forensic examination? అంటే ఏదన్నా రేప్, సెక్సువల్ అసాల్ట్, సెక్సువల్ క్రైమ్స్ ఏమన్నా జరిగినప్పుడు ఏ కెమికల్ని అబ్జర్వ్ చేసి ఫారెన్సిక్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ వాళ్ళు ఎస్ ఆ ఫీమేల్ సెక్సువల్ అసాల్ట్కి గురి అయింది, ఎస్ సమ్ సెక్సువల్ అసాల్ట్ హ్యాపెండ్ అని చెప్పగలుగుతారు అని ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడిగారు. ఫారెన్సిక్ జనరల్గా మనం మూవీస్లో కూడా అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తుంటాం. ఏదైనా సెక్సువల్ క్రైమ్స్ లాంటివి జరిగినప్పుడు ఆ ఫీమేల్ని మెడికల్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్కి పంపిస్తారు. So what they are observing actually means they are trying to collect the vaginal secretions. In that vaginal secretions, if this fructose is present, then the forensic department will definitely conclude that there is a chance of having some sexual assault. అక్కడ sexual crime లాంటిది ఏదైనా జరిగిందేమో. ఎందుకంటే this fructose is, how this fructose is present in the secretions of vagina. This fructose is present in the semen. So if this fructose reaches to this vagina, means some sexual crime might have happened there in conclusion. So that is the star, that is actual meaning. So forensic medicine, in the forensic department or in the forensic examination, in the forensic examination, which of the following chemical is used to detect the sexual assault, ASSAULT, sexual assault or crimes or rape. Which of the following is an indicator? So forensic examinators will examine. They will examine the vaginal secretions for this chemical structure. Okay, this is the main key element. That's it. That's all about male reproductive system. Dot. With that, male reproductive system is finished. And now, already see this is the ventral view. Already I have represented this sagittal view previously. Let me explain you about. See, I have to add some more points here as far as urethra is concerned. As per CBSE textbook, completely it is over. More than that also over. Remaining things we can see in offline class. And now female reproductive system. Let me put the heading female reproductive system. Female reproductive female reproductive system. Let me draw one nice diagram for you. Here comes the uterus, followed by the fallopian tube here. This is the fallopian tube. See, especially male reproductive system, female reproductive system, we have to draw the diagrams. I should turn towards the board for certain more period of time than compared with the regular classes, regular explanation. Okay, don't think the teacher is always turning towards the board. Don't pass the time. Okay, and now so this is the finger-like projection. There also you can see the finger-like projection. Now, here, this is the uterus, right? Followed by so folds are present actually. I will explain what is the structure, everything. And now, okay, okay, that is uterus in the estimate. Followed by now I will represent the ovary. A pair of ovaries are present. You can see one ovary here. You can see one ovary here. A pair of ovaries are present. 2 to 4 centimeters in length. So many ligaments are also present here. So many ligaments are present here. What are these ligaments? We'll explain this in the regular classes. In the regular classes, I will explain what are these ligaments. Don't worry, I will explain all these ligaments. What are these ligaments? What is their structure position? I will explain. And here also you can see one ligament, one broad ligament is present. And the name of that ligament is broad ligament. I will explain this later. Why? Because it is not there in CBSE. When you come to the regular offline classes, then you can see. Okay. And now, first of all, let me begin the ovary. See now, OVARY, ovary, singular. Okay. And then the finger-like structures FIMBRIAE, fimbriae. And here this is called INFUNDIBULUM, infundibulum. And this is called AMPULA, ampulla. And the narrow part is called ISTHMES, isthmus. Intramural part will be another part, but it is not there in CBSE textbook, so I am not writing. I will increase the font size here. ISTHMES, system. And the middle one, this is called uterus, UTERES. Uterus is also called WOMB, womb. It is also called METRA, metra. There is another name for it. It is also called HYSTERES, hysteris. HYSTERES, hysteris, or womb, or metra, or uterus. Okay. And now see, this is isthmus, and this is ampulla, this is infundibulum, combinedly called fallopian tube, FALLOPIAN, fallopian tube. There is another name for it, is also called OVIDUCT, fallopian tube or oviduct. Okay, and then here you can see this is the uterus. This entire one is uterus. This is the neck of uterus. The neck of uterus is called neck of. Here also it will be there, but I am removing for labeling purpose. The neck of uterus is called CERVIX, cervix. Hope so it is visible. Not visible, will increase the font. Okay, cervix. CERVIX, cervix. It is called cervix. The cavity which is present inside the cervix. This is the cavity which is present inside the cervix. This is called cervical canal. CERVICAL. CANAL. Cervical canal. And this is called vagina. 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 The cavity which is present inside this vagina. Cavity which is present inside this vagina is VAGINAL. Vaginal, CANAL. Vaginal canal. So this is cervix entire area, and this is the area. This is the canal. Okay, cervical canal, this area, and similarly this area, mirror area, inside area, canal, vaginal canal. Now, my dear friends, let's just see the board. I will explain. I have to explain some structures. I will explain. Don't worry. Now, see this board. By seeing this board, what we can tell? Female reproductive system contains broadly a pair of ovaries. So we have to explain ovary. Number one. Number two, we have to explain FALLOPIAN, fallopian tube. I have to explain fallopian tube. Number three, I have to explain uterus, UTERUS. Number four, vagina, VAGIN. Okay, or I will put one star and blank. What is this blank? I will explain. Don't worry. Okay. So these are the parts which we have to be very fast. Now let us begin with the ovary. Ovary singular, ovaries plural. See now, like this is the diagram. So the two hands are nothing but the fallopian tube. Imagine my body, this as usual. Okay, and here ovaries are present. Here one ovary, here one ovary is present. Let me explain you the ovary. Okay, let me take you the next slide ovary. So ovary is uneven like a pair of ovaries are present. I am representing one ovary. Inside the ovary, some follicles are present. Like they are called ovarian follicles. So inside the ovary, follicles are present. What are these? They are called follicle. FOLLICLE. And each ovary measures around 2 to 4 centimeters in length. A pair of ovaries are present, and here you can see one epithelium also. Cuboidal epithelium. One epithelium is present here. Throughout the lining, I have to draw this. Okay. This is an outermost layer. This is cuboidal epithelium. Let me write here. CUBOIDAL. Cuboidal epithelium. CHELIUM. Okay, tunica albuginea is another layer. Lamina propria, another layer. So many layers are present. I will explain. Don't worry. Wait. And now, this is called stroma. 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 Here I have to explain one more layer. That is tunica albuginea. I will explain as I told. Please wait. And now this is stroma. What is this stroma? Stroma is divided into two parts. Outer part of the stroma and inner part of the stroma. Outer part of the stroma is called cortex. Inner part of Stroma is called MEDULLA. Outer cortex is cortex, inner part is medulla. Cortex is the place where follicles are present. Now you are able to see the green color follicles here, right? Those follicles are present in the cortex portion. Then what is there in the medulla? I will say. See now the blood vessels. Like this blood vessels are there. Not only arteries, but veins are also there. I am representing the veins in blue color. And lymph vessels are also there. Actually, I will try to represent the lymph in yellow color. Why? Because they are present like that only. Yellow color. So now medulla is the central portion or inner portion, central or inner portion. It contains artery and it contains vein and it contains even blood vessels, mean lymph vessels, nerves, all these are present. Medulla. Okay, that is the part. So the previous question only once again. So it's a previous question. Outer cortex, inner medulla. In the examination they have reversed and they asked the students to find out the mistake. So outer one is cortex, inner one is medulla. Stroma is divided into outer cortical portion, inner medullary portion. Outer cortical portion contains the follicles, inner medullary portion contains so many blood vessels. That is the ovary. And now, please understand carefully. And this entire structure is present on the lower side. Pelvic, present towards the lower side. Okay, lower side. That is called lower side is the pelvic attached to the dorsal abdominal wall. Imagine once again. See, hello. This is the ventral side of the female. Imagine we have opened the ventral side. We have cut the ventral side and opened. What you are seeing is the dorsal side now. So ovary is attached to the dorsal side. Fallopian tubes are attached to the dorsal side. Uterus is also attached to the dorsal. In order to attach, it requires one layer. So the layer which is useful for attaching, some gum is required to attach. What is that gum? So let me write here. Ovary. Okay, next slide. Ovary is attached to the dorsal abdominal wall. ABDOMINAL. Attached to the dorsal abdominal wall. Ovary is attached to the dorsal abdominal wall with the help of a layer, with the help of a gum. Gum. It is not the gum, it is a peritoneal layer. What is that layer? Mesovarium. 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 So ovary is attached to the dorsal abdominal wall with the help of mesovarium. Number one. Number two. Similarly, fallopian tubes. FALLOPIAN. Similarly, fallopian tubes are also attached to the dorsal abdominal wall with the help of SALPINX. Yeah, the words will be different but not difficult. Okay, try to remember these words. You have to repeat along with me. Okay, meso solve things. And now the uterus. Third one is uterus. Uterus is also attached to the dorsal abdominal wall with the help of mesometrium. METRIUM. Mesometrium. So ovary is attached to the dorsal abdominal wall, fallopian tubes are also attached, uterus is also attached. It's very important in the matching point of view. So where this entire picture in the pelvic wall, posterior side, lower side of the female. Understand the point? Now, if there is some problem in the ovary, we have to remove the ovary. Understand? If treatment is not possible, we have to remove the ovary. Similarly, if there is some problem or cancerous condition in the fallopian tube, we have to remove the fallopian tube. If there is any cancer or some unavoidable conditions, we have to remove the uterus also. Sometimes we have to remove the ovaries, fallopian tube, uterus, everything. Then let me tell you, removal of ovary is called oophorectomy. OOHERECTOMY. Oophorectomy, which is also called ovaryectomy. ECTOMY. Ovaryectomy. Removal of fallopian tubes is called SALPIN. Salpingectomy. ECTOMY. Salpingectomy. Removal of uterus is called hysterectomy. HYSTERECTOMY. My dear friends, see the board. There is one common word. You can see one common word here. See here, ectomy. See here, ectomy. See here, ectomy. Ectomy means removal. Whenever you come across this word, ectomy means removal. Ectomy means removal. Okay. So removal of ovary is called oophorectomy. OOPHRECTOMY. Oophorectomy. Let me magnify it for you. Same thing. Nothing is, no mistake is here. Including spelling, everything is correct. Just I am increasing the size for you. That's it. Okay. Oophorectomy. OOPHRECTOMY. Oophorectomy. Oophorectomy is nothing but or ovarectomy. Removal of ovaries is oophorectomy. Salpingectomy. Removal of fallopian tube. Removal of uterus is hysterectomy. Removal of ovary, removal of fallopian tube, removal of uterus. We have to repeat the words. Okay. Sometimes we have to remove the entire set. Some entire thing has to be removed. That is called, let me write here. Hystero. HYS here. Hystero. Salpingo. SALPINGO. Hystero. Salpingo. Oophorectomy. Hysterosalpingo-oophorectomy. Removal of ovary, fallopian tube and uterus combined is called hysterosalpingo-oophorectomy. It is not there in CBS textbook, but it is important in the exam. You may think, sir, if it is not there in CBS textbook, why they will ask? They will ask. Previously, they asked one question. Let me write here. What is cholecystectomy? CHOLECYSTECTOMY. Cholecystectomy. This was the question which was asked previously. What is cholecystectomy? CHOLE. Cholecystectomy. CYS. Cholecystectomy. What is this cholecystectomy? Cholecystectomy means removal of gallbladder. Not related to this female reproductive system, my dear friend. Just ఏదో ఇక్కడ ectomy అనే వర్డ్ వచ్చింది కాబట్టి CBSలో లేని అడగచ్చా అంటే yes, they can ask. Cholecystectomy is removal of gallbladder. Not related to this lesson, but is important. Okay, ectomy, wherever you come across this word, ectomy means removal. Mastectomy, removal of mammary gland. Okay, like that. Ectomy means removal. Excise, EXCISE. Excise means cutting, amputation. Cut చేసి తీసేయడం. ఏదైనా యాక్సిడెంట్ అయినప్పుడు కాలు వచ్చి ఏదైనా డ్యామేజ్ అయినప్పుడు తీసేయాల్సి వస్తుంది పాపం. దాన్ని ఎక్సిషన్ అంటారు. EXCISION. ఎక్సిషన్. EXCI. ఎక్సైజ్ మీన్స్ రిమూవల్. ఎక్సర్సైజ్ కాదండి, ఎక్సైజ్. అలాగా. ఓకే, దట్స్ ఇట్. సో వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ mesothelium and what is this mesosalping and what is this mesometrium? These are all peritoneal layers. Peritoneum is a mesodermal layer. PERITONEUM. Peritoneum is a mesodermal layer helpful for attaching these organs to the body part. Attaching organs to the wall or to the body part. All important, very important in the examination point of view. Please take one screenshot. I will go to the next slide. Okay, is it clear? Now, see ovary. Now, ovary contains the follicles which are in different stages of maturity. Follicles are in different stages of maturity. Okay, primary follicle, secondary follicle, tertiary follicle, Graafian follicle, like that different follicles are present. I will tell what are those follicles. Okay, see now, my dear friends, see, my heart is not allowing. I have to tell this. See, urethra. This is the urethra, first part of urethra, and this is the first part of urethra, second part of urethra, third part of urethra. Like this, number of parts are there. Now, I have to tell one thing. The urethra which is present just beneath the urinary bladder. I have to take another slide. See, once again I am entering into the you know, male reproductive system. Actually, I don't want to tell that point. I want to tell the offline class, but don't know. I want to tell the point right now itself. So once again, I am going into the male reproductive system. Don't confuse yourself. That is there to confuse. I want to add one more point in the male reproductive system. Okay. See, for just for your understanding, once again, I am drawing the rough diagram only. Imagine this is the urinary bladder, and now this is was different, right? And this has seminal vesicle, combinedly forms the ejaculatory duct. And now it is going like this. Now it is going into the penis. Is the duct, right? And here comes the penis. Now see here comes the prostate gland. This is the prostate gland. And here bulbar gland. The same pen I covered the entire diagram, right? And now in this the urethra which is present just beneath the urinary bladder. This is urethra. The urethra which is present just beneath the urinary bladder. That urethra is called urinary urethra. Urinary urethra. U-R-E-T-H-R-A. Urethra. Actually, these are ureters. Ureters carry urine. This one is ureter. It carries the urine. Urethra carries urine as well as sperm cells. Urine and sperm. But here urinary urethra is coming from the urinary bladder. So this is a urethra which is the passage where only urine is present. My dear friends, please understand this point. Urethra in case of males carry urine as well as sperm, but here exception is there. Once again, I will tell. Please wait. Don't worry. See here. See now. This is ejaculatory duct. And now the urethra which is present in the prostate gland, this one. The urethra which is present in the prostate after the red, this is called prostatic urethra. This is prostatic urethra. Prostatic urethra. And the urethra which is present in the penis is P-E-N-I-L-E, penile urethra. This is penile urethra. But the urethra which is present before the entry into the penis, this is penis, right? Before the entry of this urethra into the penis, there is one urethra, and this is called membranous urethra. M-E-M-B-R-A-N-O-U-S. Membranous urethra. Membranous urethra is also called uncovered urethra, which is not covered by anything. Uncovered urethra. These are all not there in textbook. Okay. So number one, urinary urethra. First part of urethra is urinary urethra. Second part is prostatic urethra. And the third one is membranous urethra. And the last one which is present in the penis is penile urethra. Four parts. Four types of urethra. Okay. Generally urethra, see here. From here the sperms are coming. Here. And from here urine is coming. Urine and sperms both are passing here. So urethra carry urine as well as sperms, but not in the same time, they are at different times. Urine as well as sperm. That is the reason why urethra in case of males is called urinogenital duct. Telసిన విషయమే. Already I think you might have studied in frog also in your first year. Urethra in case of males is called urinogenital duct. This is assertion. If this is assertion, what is the reason? This is the reason. Assertion is correct, reason is correct, and reason is the correct explanation for assertion. Urethra in case of males is called urinogenital duct. Avunu, but because it carries urethra, urine. It carries urine. Genital means it carries sperm. That is the reason why it is called. Urinogenital duct. Okay, it's good. But the urinary urethra is only part of the urethra in case of males where only urine is present. Here, how the sperms are present? Sperms are coming here. Sperm won't go into this urinary bladder. Why? Because here there will be a sphincter. Sphincter is nothing but muscle. A muscle will be there. So sperms can't go. Sperms have to come in this direction. Urinary urethra is the only part of urethra where only urine is there. This is exception here. This is exception. Exception. So Urinogenital duct. See, urethra is called urinogenital duct. It carries urine and forms, but this is not carrying. So don't think this statement is false. This statement is correct, but this is exception. You should not consider exception in the general statement. So urinary urethra is the only part of urethra where only urine is present. Now, penile urethra is also called spongious urethra. Spongious. Penile urethra is also called spongious urethra. Why it is called spongious urethra? This is my last question. Okay, and I will begin the answer for this question in the next slide. What is this penile urethra? Penile urethra is also called spongious urethra. Why it is called spongious urethra? I will tell. But urethra in case of males is very long. So what is the statement I have given now? Urethra in males it is very long. In case of females it is short. That is the meaning. Okay, nowadays you are studying good and like in males it is long, means females it is short. So urethra in case of males is long, whereas urethra in case of females is short. In case of females it is short. So the point what I have to explain, why this penile urethra is called spongious urethra. Basically, what is this penile urethra? Penile urethra is nothing but the urethra which is present in penis. Urethra which is present in penis is penile urethra. Very simple. Then why it is called spongious urethra? I will tell in the next slide. That's all about this slide here. Take the screenshot of this slide also. Super slide here. Super slide. So anyhow, before going to start once again the female reproductive system, in the female reproductive system, I have explained you about this. Just I have given the outline of this diagram, and I have explained the ovary and cortex stroma, and followed by some layers I have mentioned. These are peritoneal layers. Remaining things I will continue in the next. Thank you.